For many years, American society has seemed to have an obsession with self-esteem. We've had the idea if we can just make people feel good about themselves, that it's going to solve psychological problems, it's going to solve societal problems. And so we've tried to make our kids have high self-esteem and our students have high self-esteem, the society to have high self-esteem. Well, as it turns out, that's kind of a mixed bag, and self-esteem isn't everything that it's cracked up to be. Because a lot of people who have high self-esteem feel so good about themselves that they feel entitled to abuse and use other people. The question then is, how can you get people to feel good about themselves without just elevating their sense of superiority? And the answer to that question seems to lie in the concept of self-compassion. Now, whereas self-esteem involves how good do you feel about yourself, how positively do you evaluate yourself, self-compassion involves how do you treat yourself when things go wrong? Do you treat yourself with the same kind of kindness and concern and compassion that you treat your other loved ones when they fail, when they goof things up, or when they lose? You know, when other people do bad things, we treat them kindly. We try to make them feel better. But so many of us, when we goof things up, agonize. We criticize ourselves. We disparage ourselves, and it can ruin the quality of our emotional lives. Even people high in self-esteem do that. They can be very, very critical when things go wrong. But people who are high in self-compassion can roll with the punches, they can go with the flow, because when things go badly, they simply treat themselves better. Well, just within the last few months, I botched up a major professional project, and I was agonizing about it. What an idiot I was. I really goofed it up badly until one of my graduate students who'd been working on this line of research said, "Dr. Leary, just have compassion on yourself." And it really did change the frame. It makes you sort of stop and think, well, yeah, everybody goofs up now and then. It's bad, I can fix it, but I don't need to agonize over it. Well, one of our concerns was, is it possible for a person to be so self-compassionate that they become self-indulgent? Because in a sense, you can think of a person who's really compassionate toward themselves just cutting themselves so much slack that they never take responsibility for what they do or never even admit that they make mistakes. They just dance through the garden when bad things happen. Our research suggests that is not the case, that people who are self-compassionate take full responsibility for the bad things they do, for their failures and their losses and their goof-ups. They just don't feel quite as badly about them. Yeah, they still feel bad, but they don't add that extra layer of catastrophe that so many people do when bad things happen.